It's Bourbon Nights.
It's a patron-only podcast.
Yeah, for patrons
no,
only.
It's not a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah.
Other people call our videos podcasts.
Oh, you guys have a podcast? And we just go, yeah. Because it's like, well, actually, it's a YouTube channel, but whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
You cannot say it that way and not sound like an asshole.
I know, but it's just so...
He hates it. Part of him dies a little bit every time they're like, oh, we love your podcast. Like, well, it's not a podcast.
Since when did a video, something that we have been living with for almost 100 years, when did a podcast become more recognizable and known than a video?
Well, I think people are just more used to these, what's the word? I don't know, casual enthusiasts being able to start their own podcasts out of the blue with like nothing. And I guess we fall into that category.
Okay.
And so it's just like they just lump us all into the podcast category.
Don't lump us.
We don't want to be lumped.
We do a podcast. I'm going to move this.
We do a podcast. That's correct.
Close.
For patrons only.
Ooh, get out of there.
Which you guys already know. Well, my eyesight's not
Can you
that
see
good.
that?
Yeah, I can see it. But if I type, I'm like... This is entertainment.
It is. This is the stuff that you won't see on the normal podcast. No, I'm doing it.
No, don't do it.
Hello, lovely patrons, drinking buddies.
Is there anyone
circles
here
and
besides
Bourbon
Carl and
Nights.
Matt? Not that Carl and Matt aren't important, but we already said hi to them in the chat. You all are very important. Carl was first. I love that people stake their claim. They're like landing on the moon. They stick their flag in like first.
True, but actually, Whiskey Crusaders was first.
First?
As far as like Patreon.
That is true.
Yeah. So, just saying. So, this will live in a replay. Doug's here for anyone who can't join us. Because not everyone can. That's always, that's why we put up the polls. Like, when can the majority of people, hang out?
Right.
But so this is also for everyone watching the playback, and Sarah and I were actually just talking because we like to kind of talk a little bit of inside baseball.
Sometimes we talk to each other. It happens.
Some business
Off camera. Usually off camera we just go our separate ways, and I don't see him
so
until the next Sunday.
See you Sunday. Sunday at 3.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Handshake. That's not true.
That's not it.
Sometimes we like to talk a little inside baseball on the Patreon only podcast. Patreon only live because you guys are kind of like chairmen and women of the board and board members and so forth. So we were just talking before this about that elusive $10 level of Patreon that doesn't exist that will exist, and we were talking about opening that up for these lives for that level and giving our drinking buddies something else special. We do have challenge coins on the way.
We do.
I don't know if they're I don't know if they're officially ordered, but the design has been finalized.
Process is underway. Yeah.
So that's happening. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we've been doing this for over a year. I think it's time for a change up. So long as
sure.
everyone is okay with that change, I think we'll make it worth it.
For sure, yeah.
More worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, there's gonna be a big.
There will be value.
Big overhaul, yeah. And some patron-only exclusive merch, even, that you can only get if you are a patron. So.
Chad, giving away all the secrets.
I know. So I see some other people are drinking some Four Roses, so are we. Single barrel.
Hi, Doug.
Doug is drinking it. I think Carl said he was pouring some Four Roses. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Matt said that
Well, Matt
or
said he's
not.
doing laundry, so he hasn't poured anything yet.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, now he knows what to pour.
So this is a Four Roses pick by OBC Kitchen, which you guys know already because we always talk about it.
Yeah.
This is delicious. Love it. It's very chocolatey. I'm excited about it. Happy to be having it right now on Thursday. Feels like Friday.
Carl thinks he has the one and only autographed Nickel City coaster. You are one of, 8?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
8 or 10. Yeah.
Brian and Tammy also have it. We have it.
Jason and Natalie, Jose, Carl.
Jose, yeah.
And then that one guy, Chris, I think was his name. That one guy who you always forget.
And that's why you never set out to name everyone.
I
Joe's
think,
gonna
right,
forget
I always
somebody.
say, don't do that, because
And
you're
then
always
you-
going to
and
get to
then
that
you do
point
it.
when you're like, I don't
No,
remember.
No.
Oh, that
Oh, my mom. Thanks to my mom. Yeah. Acceptance speech type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how these things go. We kind of have a loose theme of what we've got behind us, which is things that aren't opened that are going in our 64 under 30 brackets.
Yep.
But if you have any requests or anything like that, we're of course open to
We
it.
can take requests.
We can take requests.
Yeah, and probably nothing too special back there. Probably nothing you haven't had or seen before. But they have to be uncorked for the bracket, so, you know,
It's
we
like
can do that.
we can do numerous live patron-only uncorkings. How about that?
Just for
that makes
you.
it sound more special.
It does.
The more you know. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, this is really good, and
I'm
it's
liking
it's
it.
one of those
A lot. It's making me
100
warm.
proof, cut down to 100 proof. So normally they're either barrel proof or they're cut down to 100 proof. This one is a cut down one, but it sure doesn't
It
taste.
does
like
not feel
Man.
like it. I'll say that. I was talking with Matt earlier, saying that I'm off my cleanse, so I can drink. I'm choosing to keep myself under control, though, because one, I don't want to just fall down the same slippery slope as before, and two, my tolerance is low now. Like, it does not take as much for Sarah with an H to come out.
Yeah.
Which is, like, great, but also, I don't know, maybe not. So, if I'm not super indulging, it's because I don't need to.
But that's right, Matt. We also have tons of samples. We have.
So many samples with
As
more
well.
more coming apparently.
Ooh.
I think you might have a little present for you tomorrow at work.
Excellent. That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry about last Sunday's live.
sucked.
That was out of our control. Although someone later said, well, it was only on Google Chrome. If you switched to Firefox, it would have been fine. I'm like, well, who
knew?
Who would have thought of that?
Who knew? And when I Googled it, nothing happened. So
Because it was Google.
right.
Yeah. So that was lame, but that was a first.
That's never happened to us
That was
before.
a first. Eric Waite gave us a heads up saying, hey, I think YouTube's down kind of globally. And this was like 20 minutes before we were to go live. 15.
Yeah, but then we checked it and we were like, oh, well,
like
we can get around on YouTube. Like,
And I can watch this person's live video and this person's live video.
So it seemed fine, but then the chat was also broken. So it was like, even if we could have gone live, we wouldn't have been able to interact, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
So like, hopefully this weekend we'll be back on track.
Yeah.
As far we're going to be sitting here at 3:00 on Sunday, ready to go.
Yes.
Oh, I know something else we can ask them about.
What was it?
Summer hours. How do you guys feel about summer hours?
Yeah. So summer hours, meaning we would be going live at night, kind of around this time.
Maybe
actually,
like 8:00 on Sunday
on
nights.
Sundays, and that's because
There's not that good of TV on Sunday nights during the summer.
That's right. And we want to take some trips to distilleries during the summer, and like actually this weekend we'll be coming back from Louisville to come back to do live at 3. It'd be nice if we had summer hours. We wouldn't have to.
Well, if we had summer hours, we could do tours on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So like Saturday we're going to Michter's, then we're going to Kentucky Bourbon Affair, but then on Sunday morning we just have to get up and come back so that we can get set up for live, which is totally fine. But to make the most out of these trips and to be able to get like content to do a what you should do while you're in this city kind of thing, we need more time to go to more places, and why not now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Andy.
Hey, Todd Cooper.
Thanks for joining us, and Todd Cooper.
Yeah.
Todd Cooper.
Todd Cooper. How was work, Todd Cooper?
Yeah, Todd just got off work.
Just got
Everyone,
off work.
welcome, Todd.
Pour him a drink, somebody.
Yep. But yeah, like the Saturday tours for, where was it I tried to go? Angel's Envy is booked. Rabbit Hole's booked. Peerless isn't even open on Saturday, which, what kind of sense does that make? We just did Old Forester. We've done Evan Williams. We've done the Jim Beam Urban Stillhouse. Did we?
No, actually we haven't.
Oh, well, maybe I can book that one.
Remember?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
So we're doing Michter's though.
Super excited about that.
Yeah. Oh, right. I know you're not done yet. Not rushing you. I can get you another Glencairn if you
You're
like.
rushing me a little.
But
How is Rabbit Hole? I'm not super familiar with it. Have only tasted it.
They sent us a bottle. I mean, we need to
We do need to do that uncorking.
Here's the.
Well, now we'll have B-roll if we can take the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, wait, we're not doing that tour. Never mind.
The thing about more obscure bottles is they're cool, and I think some people will be interested in them. But we're also to a point as we're trying to like get enough views and get enough revenue coming in to where we can do this as a living, that we have to think, well, me as a living, we have to think about what's going to pop good views.
Right, well, what has the broadest appeal, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it was easy for us to do, like, small segmented, what would a certain very small audience think was cool in the beginning. Like, barrel picks. We could do an uncorking of this barrel pick bourbon, and I think we did that for like a Buffalo Trace or something. Mm-hmm. Now, that would make no sense for us because almost no one has access to that barrel pick. So, like, it's kind of cool to do an episode about all barrel picks, which is what we did. But not as cool to see a barrel pick of, say, Jefferson's that you can never get anywhere ever again.
Yeah.
Like, not interesting in general.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we want to cover new releases, especially that you guys might be thinking, like, should I go get that? Yes or no? For example, tomorrow's episode is what?
It says cool cowbell.
Jose! Hey!
Tomorrow's episode is Kentucky Owl Confiscated. And not only that, we do it at the Beaumont Inn in Harrodsburg, with Dixon Dedman, the proprietor of Kentucky Owl. So that's cool. That's the first time that we've done an uncorking with he's not really the master distiller. I guess you would call him the master blender. I'm really not sure what he even calls himself.
He calls himself Dixon Dedman.
He calls himself Dixon
Dedman.
Founder, yeah.
Or owner, I don't know.
So it's the first time that we did an uncorking with someone who is, incredibly close to the product. And we said it to him, and you'll see it's in the episode. Say, if this sucks, we promise to tell him.
It's true.
Yeah. Spoiler,
it doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck. It's going to be a longer episode. It's about, I think, 18 minutes, but it's also kind of like an interview.
Right. It's an interview and an uncorking.
Ish.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are they're not everything. I kept a couple of Jim Beam products. I thought maybe we might actually film an uncorking of those, because those always do well. But here is mostly what we have that is not opened, that we need to open for the ongoing 64 under 30. So if you can't tell, this is Corner Creek, Bird Dog, Bullet. It's the tattoo edition, but it doesn't taste any different.
Like the square version.
The square version, yeah. Larceny. This is Jefferson Small Batch, and good old Ancient Age 80. So we got some real, some real good ones.
Yes, Todd, we do have a bottle of the Confiscated. Perry actually helped us track it down.
Perry found it, yeah.
So what do you guys think we should have? Carl says he's never had Bird Dog. Carl, I wouldn't say that you're missing out too much.
Let's find out.
Should we? Let's revisit it. Yeah. You know, the last time I had this Bird Dog was when we did the 50 under 25.
Yeah, you're right. And
it was
it was a squatty bottle, kind of like the Lexington bottle. Yeah, it was like the Lexington bottle.
I don't remember that.
Then they came out with the small batch and the 10-year that was in this type of bottle, and then they started doing the Bird Dog in this type of bottle. And then we also got a vote for Corner Creek.
Yep.
So, okay, we got some.
So we've got these two we can start with.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, Bird Dog it is first.
We're Bird Dogging it.
I saw what you did, but.
Okay. Get out of here, Corner Creek.
Matt says Confiscated is actually good, but for the money, not so sure.
Yeah,
we do admit, and he even admits that he knows.
Yeah, that was great.
It's a special. He was like, I understand that this is not something that everyone's going to go out and pick up on it's a special occasion.
He said,
purchase.
It is not lost on me that not everyone is going to plop down $120 or, go through a bottle of this in a week. That it's more of a special occasion bourbon, and that there's other whiskeys out there that you can get that are a lot less expensive. I mean, you could get 5 bottles of something really decent for that price. So
True.
He knows it, he admits it, he appreciates it, and we agree. But, as you say in there, you've been sorely disappointed by bottles that have cost even more than that.
It's true.
And we were not disappointed.
So, just a little.
You want a little bit?
I don't want that much.
You don't? Okay.
Because that means I have to drink it. No, I got a dump cup I can use.
Yeah, you got a dump cup.
Sorry, but this is that kind of bourbon. No. I mean, I don't know. I might feel differently about it now.
I mean, yeah, it's been a while.
3 years later.
It has been a while. Which way does this go?
I don't know, but we can fix it later.
No, stand by. So this is Select Stock, Bluegrass Crafted. 40%, 80 proof, Bird Dog. I want to say this is Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Oh, yeah? You want to say? Well, you can tell us.
I want to say. Yeah, Three Spirits Bottling Company, Bowling Green, Kentucky. I think it's sourced because they have a 10-year and they haven't been out for 10 years.
Awfully light.
What's 80 proof? Non-age stated. Nowhere on here. So sometimes they hide it in the neck. Nope. Doesn't say straight, but with the non-age statement, legally it has to be 4 years or above. I don't know why you would leave straight off, if it is, but there you go.
I don't want to.
It smells like a dog. No, not really.
Smells like fake peaches. Fake peach
and toots. Dog toots. It smells like dog farts. So why am I breathing in so heavily? You might be asking. I don't know. It's not a great smell. It smells kind of artificial.
It smells like mulch and fake peaches.
Mulch and fake peaches. Sounds hipstery.
It does.
Whoa, it's got some barrel. Or something. Nope. Coffee. It goes coffee-ish. Whoa, it's like a ever-evolving...
It's a roller coaster of bad.
But it never stops at a station that's good.
Stop being bad.
It was like, hey, I'm a barrel. Nope, just kidding. I'm kind of
like
coffee. Nope, just kidding. I'm like milk.
Gross.
And then it's gone. And it's gone.
Good.
It's gone.
I don't like it.
I mean, it's still around, but I can't distinguish it as bourbon. Well, this is going to do well in the bracket.
Roller coaster of bad, yes.
I'm on a roller coaster of emotions.
Do I have to keep...
This is one that we probably never would have done an uncorking for. Because we don't like making these faces on the internet too much.
I mean...
A little bit.
I'm going to make this face when I try it in the blind flight.
I've heard things.
I'm going to pour it out. I don't like it. Can I dump it?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I have a limited number of sips.
Right.
I want to spend them wisely. Yes, we can only go up from here. That is true, Jose. He says the super chat's not working.
For real?
That's what he said.
Maybe because it is... Private?
What a sad, sad thing. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll be back. We'll be back Sunday.
I mean, you guys already donate,
and strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You are patrons. You've
already donated.
We of course appreciate super chats immensely, right. and it goes towards the dream. But you guys are good. But Sunday, that'll be 2 weeks because of YouTube's fault, not ours.
Yeah, Memorial Day, and then YouTube was
down. And then YouTube's fault
or whatever.
So that's gonna be. I mean, even though we did the Instagram thing, and if anyone went over there and watched that, thank you.
Yes.
I'm gonna chop that up and edit it.
But should you though? Because I don't know that it was that entertaining.
Well,
I was mostly sick and tired the whole time.
I'll see. It's recorded, so we'll
we
see.
could put it out there. But what was I thinking trying to do a beer episode anyways? That was a stupid choice.
If nothing else, I'll make it a Patreon exclusive.
Exclusive? That's good.
Yeah.
Not sure that anyone else wants to see us be like, ugh.
Where's that dump cup?
Here. Yeah. I had a smoothie. It was an empty smoothie cup.
Awesome. High class.
High class.
Oh yeah, we're doing Corner Creek
Yeah.
next.
Yeah. I don't know. Could it be used for bourbon barbecue sauce? It does have kind of a
It has a bourbon-ish taste to
wood-ish
it.
taste. It could be. I don't know. Maybe not.
Wouldn't be my first choice.
No.
But we're not gonna obviously. Yes, we'll pour a little remaining bit in a dump cup. We won't ever pour it down a drain or anything because we just don't believe in that. We could find a way. Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
And I think actually that's an episode of inspiration. Like, take our bottom 4 bourbons and find a way to make it enjoyable to us. Whether it's a cocktail, whether it's putting peaches in it and setting out in the sun.
You love that sun tea.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I heard someone do with Down Branch.
Carl asks how many patrons we have at this level. An exact number, because it changes. Like at the beginning and the end of every month, it'll go up and then down, and then up and then down. Because some people are like, nope, you're not charging me. And I'm like, okay, fair.
Can't catch me.
Fair.
Let's see. I think I can figure that out. I think.
Why was Todd Cooper timed out? I don't understand. What did he do?
We have.
He's in timeout.
We have 34 drinking buddies. We have 16 of 24 left in the inner circle. So that's math. I don't know. It's like 8 or something. And then 3 Bourbon Nights. Todd Cooper being one of them. So.
Andy says, you're my first Patreon patronage. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
That's so nice of you.
Very nice.
Happy to have you. We're sorry that you have to see Carl Ivy take out all his frustration on Todd Cooper in the chat, but...
I may have given you too much.
Yep. You did the math for us. Thank you. I don't have my calculator.
What's the math? So 45? 45. Yeah. So, and of course, of that 45, only a certain percentage can make it on a certain day. So, we think we open it up to a level that doesn't exist right now. Mm-hmm. And, just make it a little more.
Yeah.
Make it fuller, I guess.
Fuller.
Well, we're picking some winners. So Corner Creek.
Oh, this is so orangey.
Yeah. So this says aged in New American Oak, distilled, aged, and bottled in Kentucky, bottled by Corner Creek Distilling Company, Bardstown, Kentucky. So that's not real. So
sorry.
Someone in Bardstown is giving someone else barrels, or they're putting this under. I don't know.
Oh, it's dusty.
Yeah, it's a little dusty. 88 proof though. 88 proof. So again, no age statement. It says Corner Creek is only lightly filtered so that it remains all the complex flavor. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so complex.
It says it is produced under strict supervision of our master distiller at Corner Creek, Bardstown, Kentucky.
This smells like...
Yeah, let me Google where Corner Creek Distillery is in Bardstown.
Yeah, I'd like to go visit there.
Cannot
It's not
find.
a place?
Yeah, orange and...
It smells like if you have like a Lysol room spray.
Some type of
that's
hair
like,
product.
Yeah, it's like a floral orange, I don't want my
Glade?
kitchen to smell bad anymore. Yeah, like Glade. That's funny. I don't know about this either.
Yeah, this is melted sherbet.
A schmelted.
It's melted sherbet.
Andy watched the Neat documentary based on our recommendation. I'm glad you liked it. I also enjoyed it.
Rowan's Creek, yeah. I would take Rowan's Creek over this for sure. 10 years better. 10 years, $80. Is it worth it? Because I don't know.
This is better than the Bird Dog, though.
Yeah, it is. It tastes more like a bourbon.
Yeah.
The nose
It's still...
is scary, but the taste is just... I mean, it's an 88...
It's fine.
I would much rather have Evan Williams 1783 at 86 proof.
Fair.
I'd rather have some of the Beam products at 86.
That's fair.
Then this at 88, and at $30.
Matt says his brother ages it in a mini barrel and it's good after that. But it's worth 60 there, and he doesn't think it's even worth 60.
Okay. Well, I only saw MSRP was
Is
80.
Todd's 5 minutes up yet?
Actually,
Pam's calling. Pam, don't you know I'm on the internet right now?
I want to like FaceTime or something with Todd. And
I want to FaceTime Pam and be like,
sitting in
Pam,
a
talk
corner.
to them. Say hi. I should do it.
Yeah, I get a hair salon like this. Sarah got a haircut today, and
I got a
this is
haircut.
kind of a similar smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I got a haircut today too.
Yes, we both got haircuts. And we didn't even plan it that way.
It's
I
no
didn't
big-
even know.
It's no big deal. We
No
can
big deal.
we can afford haircuts.
I hope so. It's okay. I'm fine with it.
You know
in a
what's-
blind flight, it would beat the bird dog.
Yes. You know what's weird is back in the day, even before Bourbonnight was a thing, I remember getting this and being like,
Todd's back.
This is pretty good. Hey, Todd. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. I kind of like it. And I recommended it to Kevin, and he was like, yeah, no, it's pretty good. But man, silly me.
You didn't even know. You were just a baby.
Just a baby.
Just a baby.
Mm-hmm. Of course, 5 years ago, it might have actually been better. Mm-hmm. You know, things change. Things change,
Things
Mox.
change, Mox. Todd, what are we going to do when you come visit? I need an itinerary. I'm excited.
Ancient Age, Jefferson's, Larceny, Bullet, anything else?
I'm done with it.
I drank all mine.
Well, I saw that.
Cleaned my plate.
Good for you. You get dessert, which is just more bourbon. Drink
Hey.
lots of bourbon. Okay, can do.
What did we decide the other day would be an awesome meetup?
Oh,
Remember?
yep.
Did we say it on air?
No,
Daggone it.
it was with Perry, though. No, it was on air. It was on air. It was
Okay.
on the Instagram video. It was something on
Then I
Friday.
have it
I have
recorded.
it. I have it.
What is it?
Go to Buffalo Trace to the Ghost Tour on Friday, and then do Keeneland on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then do some kind of like breakfasty send-off
We can all have a
thing.
sleepover.
Slumber party, yay!
And the fact that you will all pass out from drinking too much.
We will be doing a meetup in Austin. Actually, there's this place that I read about called like something Moonlight or something like that. It's like a hidden bar.
It's a movie.
No. I mean, it is.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a movie.
But, yeah. Anyways, something like that. I was reading about that place and I was thinking that could be cool. Or, you know, we could always do Nickel City again because I really liked it there.
Yeah.
It was fun. They were very hospitable.
Yeah.
I got a free t-shirt.
I really liked the place we did in New Orleans this last time.
Yeah, barrel proof.
Barrel
that
proof.
was good.
That was
Yep,
really,
that was
really
fun.
good. The BTAC for like $20.
Yeah.
They were just doling out. Woof. Yeah, that was great. Anybody suggestions on what to drink next? Drink more.
Yeah,
more
we just did the
bourbon?
Corner Creek.
Like
We
to-
still could do
like to drink more bourbon.
the Ancient Age, the Jeffersons, Larceny, or Bullet. But I mean, those aren't as exciting. You name it. We'll go find it.
Moonlight Towers is where they filmed Dazed and Confused.
Oh, that's cool.
Ah,
$7
nice.
grand. I've looked that up.
Jefferson's.
Jeffersons.
It
One moment,
has
please.
been a minute. This
I
is
will
one
find
that
it.
just kind of sneaks under that $30 mark. In fact, depending on what store you go to, it'll be over 30. But for us, it was under. And we're doing pre-tax anyway. So look at this. Uncorking. Live, patron only. Uncorking. Number 3. How about it?
What?
How about it?
I gotta find the name of this place.
Pause for cork pop. That's a Jefferson's cork pop right there. Much like 70s and 80s Wild Turkey corks, these usually aren't the best, especially over time. This one's okay.
Okay.
Notice they've actually started engraving Jefferson's face there on the cork.
I did not notice that. That's new.
That's new. Well, know if you guys can see that
Where
at
is
all. There you
it?
go.
I feel like I'm really close, you guys. I'm sorry. It's here somewhere.
Sure it is.
It is. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
So Jefferson's, you know, similar to kind of in what they do with Kentucky Owl.
I'll find it
And
later.
Kentucky Owl was the one that got bought by Stoli for millions of dollars. And yeah, Jefferson's got bought by Castle Brands, but I don't think it was for the same payout.
Which they own Seagram's, right? Is that right?
The rum. What's the really popular
Goslings?
Goslings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about.
They don't
Seagram's.
own
I don't
Seagram's.
know,
That's
they don't
right.
own Seagram's.
It's Goslings.
Goslings is their biggest brand.
Yeah.
So that ginger beer, love that ginger beer.
And I think they own an Irish whiskey or something too. I'm
I think
not
they
sure.
do. Yeah. But their only bourbon is Jefferson's, and.
And man, creaky noise. I'm like, ah.
Through
the table.
Jefferson's. Oh yeah. You know, Kentucky Owl is getting the whole park made in Bardstown.
Literally like Jurassic Park, but for Kentucky Owl bourbon. I'm just kidding. It's not gonna be Jurassic Park.
Aw, that's too bad.
Doesn't it sound cooler though when I describe it that way? It does.
Welcome to Kentucky Owl Park.
There's gonna be like a little tram thing that goes around a lake.
Okay.
I do love that song.
And Jefferson's gets
Epic.
the Kentucky Artisan Distillery in Crestwood, Kentucky, that shares with High Spire
Doesn't smell good.
and some other whiskeys.
I think I'm just spoiled. I've been drinking like it's been a long time since I've had
Whoa.
their base level.
Why does it smell like a cigar?
I know.
Like a Black and Mild.
I've been used to drinking like Pritchard Hill, Ocean.
Yeah, at least Reserve. Buffy.
I mean, at least.
At least.
So what do you guys? I know Carl and Matt and Jose will, I think, all be in Austin for the October meetup. What do you guys think we should do? We're flying in Friday, and we're flying out Monday morning, I think. Last time we went exploring on Sunday, and that was fun. I liked that.
It was.
But, you know, I don't know.
We were just talking before the stream started that we're going to try to do something with Rex and Daniel.
If we can pin them down.
They're busy.
They're busy.
But we'd like to do some type of video.
If not, at least
with
maybe
them.
they'll let us film on their set, which would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saturday is the event.
This smells like I'm talking a close talker with someone who just
smoked.
cigarettes. Yeah.
And then tried to chew like a fruit gum to cover it up, but you can still smell cigarette smoke.
Like they're like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, and they're just talking.
And
like
they've been
that.
drinking. It's
and they've been
disgusting.
drinking.
It's just they're hot. Their breath smells. It's gross.
Yeah.
Whiskey trail or food?
Man, I have never smelled a Jefferson's like this.
Jose says he can plan an
crazy.
entire weekend. I mean, we gotta allow for the La Quinta parties, okay?
Even though we're not gonna be staying there.
Yes, we are.
We are?
Yes, we are. I got an email from Daniel.
I thought it was all booked up.
Nope. I think that maybe they had the block already.
They pulled some strings.
Well, I think they probably already reserved the
Sweet.
block. And then just
okay.
didn't tell us for
Nice,
a little
nice,
while.
nice.
So yes, we will be at La Quinta.
Sweet.
It's gonna be crazy.
Carl said age. I think he's talking about this.
I
It's
thought it
not.
was
It's
8.
not age stated, but it's
It
usually.
used to be 8.
It used to be 8. In fact, the first bottle that I bought, which I still have the empty bottle, says 8 years old on the neck tag. I think now they say it's between 6 and 8. Kind of hanging around there in the 7. But yeah, not age stated now. Just can't get over this. Never have I ever smelled a bourbon like this.
It's interesting. It doesn't smell like what I remember regular Jefferson's to smell like.
It doesn't taste what I remember regular Jefferson's to taste like. At all.
Yeah, it doesn't at all taste like that
Oh!
it used to.
Have they transitioned over already to the Bardstown Bourbon Company?
Oh, I don't know.
Because they're now a client. Jefferson's is a client of the Bardstown Bourbon Company. So, before Jefferson's, and the reason why it's like Kentucky Owl, is they source barrels from different places and they blend different ages, different lots from different distilleries to get this. But now they're going to be working with Bardstown, or are working with Bardstown Bourbon Company. And I don't know if they're still going to be combining with other distilleries, or if other distilleries are like, look, we need these barrels for our own stuff.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
stop asking.
I'm not sure.
Honestly, I gotta tell you, I think I like this taste better than what I remember it tasting like, though.
You like it better? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Before, it was always just kind of
it was always really
limp
mild.
and sort of...
That's how you want to describe it.
Right. Sort of just like weird fruitish, weird fruit type of...
Weird fruitish.
Weird fruitish. At least this has barrel and kind of
it's
a weird tobacco
yeah
note that you normally get with something over 10 years old.
Right. And higher proof, maybe.
I can't get over the smell. You guys need to smell this bottle.
Wish we could send it to you.
I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Yeah. Yeah, Carl will be celebrating your birthday, and Matt will find something to do on Friday and Saturday night. I mean, we're going to see you anyways, so it's going to be fun.
So this is 82.3 proof. It's kind of funny. For some reason, I thought of Jefferson's when Dixon Deadman was talking about how, you know, some bourbons get cut down to around 90 proof and they just lose any type of finish and just because, you know, of where these usually live.
Yeah.
In the low 80s to, I think, Reserve's a little higher proof. So yeah, just watch the episode tomorrow. He's because Confiscated is the first one that's under 100 proof for him. It's 96.4, I believe.
It's high still. I mean,
and it drinks like 105.
It does, yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
We say it a lot in the episode. So.
We do. Yeah, the cask strength, I do like the Ocean cask strength.
I prefer those.
112 proof, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Remember we did that comparison? That episode is old now.
Doing Voyage 7 and Voyage 10?
Voyage 7 and 10, yeah.
And now they're on, what, 18? 17?
I saw 17 yesterday. Crazy.
I have every Voyage 1 through 11.
You have 1?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get 1? I thought you had 3.
No.
I thought you only had like 3 through.
No, I have 1 and 2.
You've got 1 and 2?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. I have 1 through 11. I was like, after Ocean's 11, why do I need to continue?
Yeah.
So I stopped.
I mean, you could just get the cask strength ones after that, knowing that you like them better.
Yeah, but they're so expensive.
They are really expensive.
Yeah, 56%.
It is hot in here.
It is hot. I might have to...
What do you have the AC on?
73?
73?
I was paying the bills.
I pay half the bills. I'll pay my half just for it to be turned down.
But no, this is someone smoking in my face.
I don't know how you talk with liquid in your mouth.
Plus, I have to get up.
You're going to spill it one day. It's going to just go bleh.
But
Jose, you can plan something. What would we do? I don't know. I don't even remember what time we get in on Friday. I don't know. It's so far away. My brain's kind of been racked with like wedding stuff. So, been thinking about that. Double drink. Oh, because Chad got up. I'm like, who said nutty? Based on our responses to the poll question in Patreon, I thought we would have like more people.
Well, what did they say?
But you know what?
45 was the number of people?
Yeah.
That is at this level or above.
Quality over quantity, though.
Absolutely.
I'm fine with you guys being here.
Yeah.
Everyone else can just watch the replay and deal with it.
Wow. That went down the hammer. All right. Let's pour something that we...
Can I have something I like? Please. I will take more of that Four Roses, or... I mean, I feel like we should do something different, just for fun.
Larceny? How about a weeder? No, you don't seem into it.
When I say something I like, I mean not those. Yeah, I knew that's what you were going to pull out. There
we go.
I knew it was back there, and I said, I want something I like, and so I only assumed that could be the one... If you know me at all, that would be the one thing that you would pull.
Yeah.
We're just teasing.
We're going to have some Eleanor in Austin.
Oh, so excited.
Awesome.
We're going to have we might have some Eleanor before Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is very cool.
Super excited.
This is 2018-04 Kitchen Table.
I
our
love
favorite
Kitchen Table.
of 2018.
Do we have another bottle of that?
Of course we do, Sarah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Great thing about Booker's is, I mean, unless we keep talking about it and it skyrockets in popularity, which could totally happen,
We tend to do that.
is you can still go around to smaller stores. Like even here in Lexington, I went to a Kroger Wine and Spirits, kind of off the beaten path, and I found 2016 Booker's. And I took it up to the register. The guy was like, "Oh, good. You're buying one of those."
He's like, we never move those things.
Yeah.
Andy wants to know what Eleanor is.
Eleanor, quote the Raven, nevermore. It's from that
No.
Edgar Allan Poe poem.
No, it's the
Crowded-
bottling put out by the
Crowded
Crowded
Barrel,
Barrel
yeah.
Distillery, which
So,
is
the Whiskey Vault guys, the Whiskey Tribe.
yeah. Let's bring this full circle for him for what we've been talking about this whole time about Austin.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not everyone's been around since Austin, we have to remember and remind ourselves.
If you want to know about Austin, we have a full travel vlog style video about Austin.
The Crowded Barrel Distillery recap. Whoa, recap
Dang,
video.
maybe you don't need that, Bookers.
Maybe I don't. Or maybe I do, and I'll drink it, and it'll be like Popeye the Sailor Man.
That's how I feel when I drink Bookers.
Yeah.
It's true though. That is how I feel. I can do anything. In reality, it's just like a sad staggering.
If ever you're just like, your head's on the table, you're down, I'm just going to get a funnel, stick it in your mouth, pour some
little Bookers.
Bookers in there, and you're going,
Instead of like, if I'm ever knocked out, instead of smelling salts, just put some Bookers in front of my nose. I'll be like, I'm here.
oh man, this is good.
Okay, so Andy, you know, this isn't like a newbies wouldn't know this kind of thing. This is very like localized, I feel like. So like if you weren't there, that sounds kind of like an asshole thing to say, but if you weren't there, like it's not likely that you would know about it, right?
Sure.
So the Crowded Barrel Distillery is the Whiskey Vault guys who have a YouTube channel. Did the world's first crowdsourced distillery, and it opened last August in Austin. So a bunch of us, Carl and Matt, the Whiskey Crusaders, included, and Jose, we're all down there for the opening, and that's how we all met. But that's the bottling that they put out. So they had 4 expressions of Eleanor at that time, and now they have more. So
One of them was nutty.
some guy. You should watch the video because it's a really fun trip.
Oh, the tattoo?
The tattoo, yeah. This
tattoo?
guy got the tattoo of the bottle on
Yeah.
his forearm. It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
That is some dedication.
Yeah. I love that segment because that one guy pours his La Maison du whiskey for you, and you're like, it's really good. I like my bottle better.
I heard
And then-
his feelings. Poor thing.
What's so funny is if you go watch that segment, he's like, it's a so-and-so proof La Maison du whiskey this year. It's an L top. I'm like, I don't care what the letter is on the top of the bottle of
Oh,
Blanton's.
you leave him alone. I already made him feel bad enough.
No, I love the guy. Did you ever send him that sample?
I didn't, so I'm going to take it to him.
Yeah, okay.
His name was James.
She owes him a sample.
I do.
But, since when does, we did that video, the 5 things you may not know about Blanton's, and one of them was that people
A misconception is, yeah.
care about the letter of the Blantons, but that has nothing to do, obviously, and I don't think he thought that it had anything to do with the juice. Some people don't like it when I say juice, the liquid inside, but some people do, and they think, oh, this B
I only like
top is great, and I'm only gonna
L
buy
tops.
B's, or I'm only gonna
Yeah.
buy L's, or
That's funny.
or
They
whatever.
literally, I've watched them cork the bottles on the bottling line, and they just pull them out of a random big box.
They make as many of one as they do the others.
It's like Monopoly letters
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that video, and I especially love that segment when we were at that secret, what was it called? It was like a secret party or whatever it was.
The semi-secret
Semi-secret,
whiskey vault.
something, but they weren't there. It was by Brad put it on.
Yeah.
Because I love
The
watching that
demigod.
segment. it was so fun, and I love watching like the memory of that whole time and how everyone was packed into that one room. What you don't see is that it was so hot in there. There was no AC in that room, and it was like
There was some funk.
there was some funk. I mean, there was all these people,
Bunch of
90% of dudes,
Mostly dudes.
in tight spaces with like 100 plus over 100 degrees and no AC, and
everyone had their whiskey coat on, which is
it
what you
was
get naturally.
stinky.
Stank.
But it was a lot of
But
fun.
I wouldn't trade it for
I
the
wouldn't
world.
trade it. I wouldn't trade
Maybe
it.
the world. What are we doing tonight, Pinky?
Same thing we do every day.
What are we doing tonight, Brian?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Try to take over the world. I can't do a brain voice. I wish I could
Well,
do.
brain voice is tough.
I mean, brain voice is Rosebud. That actor.
Yep.
Wow. Orson Welles.
Jinx.
That's been happening a lot lately.
It has been.
Or
It's weird.
I'll say something and you're like, I was a
I
nanosecond
would
away from saying that.
literally, that thought was in my brain, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to say it out loud or not. And then he'll say it. He'll just go ahead and say it, and I'm like, how did you know? And
Carl.
it's about weird shit, too.
Yeah, it is. We have had all the 2018 bookers. This one is our fave. The Kitchen Table, the 2018-04.
We actually did a blind flight of them to determine which one went into our best of 2019.
Yeah. You're in good company, though. Pear Bear liked the Kentucky Chew the best, I think, until I poured my Kitchen Table. No, I think he still went back and said, no, Kentucky Chew's my favorite.
Yeah, he likes Kentucky Chew
I'm
a
like,
lot.
well, Perry, we can't all be right.
It's true. Jose pointed out that I jinxed you, so you owe me a pour at some point. I'll take that this weekend. Nope, not tonight.
Okay. What else? You want some Le Maison du whiskey?
Maybe.
Because that's still my bottle that's open.
Well, I have a full one, and I've been drinking your open one, so there.
It comes out on live.
What's yours is mine.
So Matt agrees. Kitchen Table, the best of the four. Only had one of the 19 so far, and it was divisive.
The which one?
The what was it called? The 2019-01.
Oh.
It was a woman's name, but not Kathleen.
Yes, it was. It was Kathleen's batch.
Nope.
No, that was at 20.
That's
2018-01.
help us out, chat.
Teresa.
Teresa's surprise.
That's not it. That's not it. Someone tell us.
But it should be.
Did I make that up completely?
No, Teresa is
It's
right.
Teresa
I feel like
something?
Teresa.
Yeah, Teresa.
Teresa.
Okay.
Teresa is
Is
what,
it just
though? Is it just
Teresa?
called Teresa?
Because
Is it called Tony? Three Tonys? I think
I
there's
don't
only
know
three
what you're
Tonys.
doing.
It's a band.
Zoe just got up and walked away across the other side of the room, like very annoyed with us.
Yeah, and these idiots.
Laid down, stared at us like
These
you're disrupting.
squawking.
Sip a
Sip a
while.
while. Yes, our fave of 2017.
2017-03, I think.
I think you're right.
I think that was the vintage.
Or was it 04? I can't remember. It seems like we like the later ones in the year. Teresa's batch. Well, that's not unique at all.
I think that
What's this batch called?
Teresa's batch.
I think Teresa's surprise sounds
Sounds-
better. I gave her the old Teresa's surprise.
sounds
Look it up on Urban Dictionary.
really awful.
It does.
Oh, Sip a While is 2017-04. I guess we like the last release of the year.
Yeah. Backyard Barbecue was the first release of 2018. And it was not our favorite, but it was the most unique.
It was a
like,
heavy
it was
contender.
A boom pow.
We
it was
like
like
that.
a psh, it was like,
Yeah.
here's something a little different, but good, but different.
It came in second.
Yeah.
It was good. Sip a While. I don't know. Did we ever do this one versus Sip a While?
Well, I think so, because we had our Booker's flight, and I think it had Sip a While, Kitchen
yeah.
Table, Center Cut, and something else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I would like to do Sip a While versus Kitchen Table versus 30th.
Ooh, that's just not fair.
Why? You don't know what's going to happen.
We had the 25 versus the 30th, and we picked the 25.
Did we?
Second, Kathleen's batch was 1.
Huh?
Heh.
Was the first... What?
Huh? We need our decoder ring.
Help.
But no, always good.
Hey, guess what? It's working.
Yeah. Hey, it works.
I'm getting the giggles.
I enjoy.
So, Todd, I'm telling you this now, though you may have already seen it. I think Bill did a post about it or something. But after our chat tomorrow night, we may have to bow out at 8:55 instead of
Well, we can
9.
start at 7:55.
We can start at 7:45. I don't care. We can do whatever you want. It's your time. We may have to bow out a few minutes early, though, because we got to get all hooked up on the Google Hangout.
The Googs.
So, Google Hangout to do the live stream with Bill and friends.
Bill and friends.
And Matt will be there. I don't even know. There's too many people to list, so Bill and friends.
Bill and friends.
That's what you should call it.
Bill and friends.
Bill and friends. There should also be puppets.
Yes. I've never done this before. A baker's right after a booker's.
Oh, I want to do it.
Let's do it. Just a little sploosh.
Just a little.
Yeah.
No,
You have not rinsed. Bakers, I feel like, especially after the little price hike that Booker's took, is a great alternative. I would never say I would choose Bakers over Booker's. Mm-hmm. Anecdotally, I've never done them blind before, but
No, I never have either.
107 proof. Usually your Booker's is in the 122 to 130 range. Usually around the 127, I feel like, is a really popular proof point.
It smells so good.
You can usually pick this up sometimes sub $50.
Which is insane.
If you can find it at the right place. Like, I feel like that would be like a Costco price.
I feel like Baker's is like the unsung hero of the Beam lineup. Like, it's just great. I don't know.
Got one right behind here. I don't know if you all can see it. It's right here. Signed by Parker Beam.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry. Baker Beam, not Parker.
That's...
Yeah.
I was gonna...
Baker. That would be awesome if it was signed by Parker, because he's no longer with us. But
overextended my elbow.
Baker Beam, who was also pretty elderly. So,
what are you trying to say, Chad? That it might be one of the last things he'll ever sign?
no, I'm sure
sounded
he
like
will.
that's
He
what
will
you were trying
sign lots of things.
Hey, look. Oh, wait, that's not an order. Never mind.
Okay.
It's our report for the week. I love having an iWatch. Or Apple Watch, whatever it's called. I don't know
Apple
what it's
Watch.
called. I just had like a weird nerve pain in my arm.
Drink more bourbon?
I can't hide it.
Well,
Not a fan of Baker's.
if you ever want to
Matt
sell
says.
Baker's short, have it after Booker's.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's good. It is good. If we had this after any of those first three.
You're right. It totally loses. I mean, it's still really good. I like it. But it loses all those things that make it special.
Yeah.
How sad. Well, we should never have done this.
And this is usually older than most Booker's.
I like
A lot of
Baker's.
times Booker's doesn't go over 7 years.
7 years, yeah.
This is 7 years age stated. But
Yeah, Booker's is usually,
Ages and
6 to
everything.
7. That's true. That's what I say when people are like, Chad's old. I'm like, ages and everything.
it's usually 6 and some months. I mean, Second Taste, you're more acclimated to that proof instead of the 120. Wait, what was this one anyway? This one, 6 years, 8 months, 7 days, and 128 on the dot. So going down 21 points is noticeable.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it.
Do you?
I do.
Sounds what it sounded like.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Hey, what are we going to do this Sunday on the live? It's not Father's Day. That's next weekend.
That's a good question.
What do you guys want us to do this Sunday on the live?
That's a good question.
And then I think maybe after this Sunday, we'll start doing summer hours. If, we'll test one and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I guess more people drink at night.
Typically, than early afternoon on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Hopefully the, Monday work day thing.
But if we do it at 8, that's still early enough. And it's not like we're getting hammered.
It's true. We support
responsible drinking.
Responsible drinking. That's why we say please enjoy your bourbon night responsibly at the end of every episode.
And don't drive.
Of course not. Get yourself one of them...
A breathalyzer.
Whistles.
A rape whistle.
Get yourself a whistle. And blow it.
Whatever you want.
And you're like, hey, everybody.
Come
see how drunk I am. Don't do that.
Jose wants us to do it on the fly.
What?
The episode, I think.
Oh.
Like whatever we're going to do. But we got to put something in the description.
Typically, that's what we do every Sunday.
That's not true.
Majority of the time. We're good planners. Mm-hmm. But not when it comes to things that come so naturally to us like drinking bourbon. Because we always know that something will spring forth from us.
I don't know if well, yeah, I guess that's true. Like sometimes I would say we don't like to limit our creativity by assigning every Sunday ahead of time what it's going to be. Because sometimes we'll get an idea like last minute and be like, we should do this. Or like tomorrow's donut day. Did you know that? Tomorrow's National Donut Day. Chad doesn't know. Now he does. He's going to go get donuts tomorrow. So I'm thinking, I don't know. Todd said he's going to do a Finnish flight fight with some friends, maybe some Finnish expressions, which I know we've got like a Jefferson's rum cask sitting around, and we've done wine finish before a lot, so I don't know what we would do for that, but that would be some thinking.
We definitely need it. I feel like with the last episode that we technically did, which was the beer episode, not everyone saw that. I feel like we need to get back to, bourbon.
Bourbon.
So it'll be something with bourbon.
Really?
Spoilers. Yeah.
Something with bourbon.
How's the new setup? New setup is good. You'll see it tomorrow in action on the B-roll for the Confiscated. Just trying it out. I'm liking it. It's not dramatically different, but it's more moody. And I don't think it'll always be that. I did it for Confiscated because of the name. Confiscated. It's kind of a little bit more like it's almost like it's downward, like above lighting, more like you're being interrogated. It's sort of like was kind of going for that vibe.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's really close light, just out of the frame and downward with some bounce cards to fill in and all that jazz. I don't know how interested people are in that kind of stuff, but
Andy says,
You got it.
Andy says, how about a bourbon and dessert pairing? So we could do that. I don't know if we could do that this Sunday because we're going to be gone on Saturday. So if we're going to do a dessert pairing, I would want to cook them.
Text planning.
And we actually did a bourbon and pie pairing for Thanksgiving last year, which was pretty fun. That's in the old archives on the YouTube.
You did that, what would you call that? Charcuterie plate thing that you kind of just lensed, Patreon lensed.
I did.
We didn't do an episode out of that, and I thought that was an amazing evening. So I think we should.
I worked really hard on that.
You did. I think we should do that as a live episode, or maybe even a produced episode, because I would like to get some B-roll of that, and some nice,
I think,
delicious cutaways.
So something that's interesting that I don't think a lot of people think about is bourbon and cheese pairings, and it's becoming more of the thing. Because think about the earthy kind of nutty notes of cheese and how they're buttery and smooth and smoky or whatever. Though a lot of those flavors lend to bourbon, so they actually make really good pairings as long as you kind of get in the groove of knowing what goes with what. Some things don't taste good together. So I kind of did some, trial and error and some research and made my own plate. It could be fun. It could be a fun, yeah.
It could be a fun, yeah.
It could be a fun episode. I'm trying to think if it would be live or if it would be produced.
Well, I think it could fill an hour and it could be a great live, but Like, I feel like some of the...
It could easily fill an hour if I made a big one like last time.
Yeah, but some of the intricate plating, like, you know, I feel like that could be some really good B-roll that people might wanna see.
That's fair.
But I don't know how much of a market there is for that. Like, actually, sadly enough,
A lot of
our
people write
live
articles about it,
episode,
though.
our live episode with Peggy and O. Stevens, where we did a 3-course pairing at Honeywood in Lexington, actually got one of our lowest views for a live episode. So I don't know if there's really that desire out there. I don't know.
I also don't know.
Yeah.
But also for that, I would have to go shopping and everything, which we're not going to be in town for. This is, is this the 9? I thought you were going to punch me with that.
11.
This is the 11. Okay.
Man, I mean, this sucker is substantial.
It is.
Whoop.
I've said many times, I'm not going to have any more, but thank you.
Drinking for one.
I'm still sipping on the little bit that's left
fine.
of this Baker's.
It's all good.
So now I'm just like, what should we do for this Saturday? June. There's really nothing bourbony about June. Oh.
The only thing bourbony about June is maybe you're going on some picks or some tours, like we will be doing
Tours?
the day before.
But we've already done our little virtual get in the
That's
car
true.
and go.
It's true. What do you think of the old Fitz 14th? I don't know if we've had that.
I haven't had that.
14?
Nope, haven't had it.
I don't think we've had it. Oh, hey, that's kind of nutty.
I don't
You
know
don't
about
agree?
that. Nope.
You don't agree. She doesn't agree.
I get like sourdough bread and a little bit of chocolate. So if you do like a French toast with a chocolate sauce or something.
There's a nutty factor in there. It's a nutty, Jose. You don't have an L.
Jose, you still don't have a drink. What? Why?
Why?
Who is holding you hostage and preventing you from drinking? Tell me. Do you need help? Send
Whose
a
turn was it to get Jose a drink?
Yeah, send a smoke signal. Do something.
Blink twice. Actually bought this bottle opened from Swan, the bourbon finder.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's just a little baby. He's so
Which is good,
cute.
which takes all the anxiety away from me of having to break this seal all nicey nice. Looks like
Yeah.
you took a knife to it.
Chad approves.
Yeah, I approve. I approve of it. And yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's good. It's good. It's good weeder.
It's
I
good.
know.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's got a big price tag on it, but you know, half of that is this decanter right here.
Right? That, okay, towards the end of that Baker's, it did, once I forgot the Booker's,
That's the thing. You have to.
it felt like a little bit of settling, to be honest. But, you
Well,
know,
that's why it's
I'm
less expensive.
obviously fine with that, so. I'm kidding. It's a joke. We're supposed to be entertaining. Oh. Gimme.
Well,
I
now
didn't
she
want
wants-
my own. I just wanted some of yours.
If you wanted fries, you should have ordered fries.
That's good.
Todd Koopa has got some Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A119. That's tasty. Andy's got some Pappy Lot B, some 12-year.
Jose, I love basil with the leaf emoji.
That's what that is.
Yeah. What did you think
It's
it
like
was?
Basil Leaf Hayden.
No, like basil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basil Basil.
It's okay. You'll learn how to read emojis eventually.
I don't understand these emoji things.
He
Why can't you
doesn't
just
get
type out what you're feeling? Or bottle it up inside like we all do.
I think it's better because I think emojis are better communicators of what's going on in your head. Or GIFs. That's my favorite.
Yeah, because you can't read it with someone's tone in mind.
Right. You just see it and it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's how I feel about modern
That.
texting culture.
No, that's good. That's good.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little tired.
Well, I mean,
I'm getting up at 5:30 in the morning. So.
we've passed the 9 o'clock mark, so we are in that area where we are winding down or winding it up.
Carl, you should totally open up that Michter's Toasted Oak.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
That is
It's divisive, though. Not everyone likes it.
Not only divisive in people, it's divisive in me because I've had it the first time. I loved it. I had it at a different place. I was like, I don't know about this. I had it again. I was like, okay. Then I had another, like, 50% of the time I like it, 50% of the time I don't. It's weird.
That is weird. Depending on your mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, anywho, we are okay. This last little bit of this board meeting of the Patreon community is we are doing a presentation, if you will, in a couple of weeks at a place called the Rippy Mansion. So if you remember when Wild Turkey put out the Baron Bourbon Baron series, and they had Old Rippy, that is an old defunct brand, and the family who originated that has an old dilapidated mansion that is being refurbished. It's called the Rippy Mansion, and it's in Kentucky. And these, I think they're two brothers of the Rippy family, descendants.
Which, if you don't know, that's like Wild Turkey stemmed from.
Yeah,
the
Wild
Rippy
Turkey
brand.
And that's, why they went to Wild Turkey to try to make...
Do the Baron series.
Yeah, a recreation of what Old Rippy may have tasted like. So these two descendants of that family, two brothers, bought this mansion that was in disrepair, and over the past probably 5 or 6 years, maybe more, because I remember reading an article about this a long time ago, are refurbishing and bringing this mansion back to life.
Yep.
And now they're hosting... They got their liquor license, and they're hosting events there. And we were asked by Stonefence Tours to do something there in July.
Do like a little talk, a little tasting.
And we haven't settled on what it is, but we want to do a group flight fight because we've never done one of those before. And this will be a ticketed event, and you can go there, and I think it's going to be limited to about 40 people, maybe even a little bit less. If you want to participate, I think you could go and observe maybe we haven't worked out the details, so I'm just kind of talking out of my... But we got to figure out like what would make sense. It's about 10 river... No, that's Kentucky Owl that I'm thinking of now. It's close to Wild Turkey, I want to say. Close to Lawrenceburg. Or maybe it's even in Lawrenceburg.
I don't think it's in Lawrenceburg.
Okay.
But I don't know.
But anyway, we need to figure out a flight of 4 that will make sense, that will be something that they can market and put out there and say, hey, buy tickets for this, and we'll lead a blind flight fight.
Yeah, so
Do you have any suggestions?
A lot of the people who've been doing the speaking events before us have been like historians or have some sort of knowledge that they can share stories about. And tie that into their tasting. So I think someone did like through history, or like someone else did like a Bottles and Bond segment or whatever. We're not historians. We don't pretend to be. So we are just looking to find something that's right for us, that doesn't make us look like we're faking about knowing what we're talking about. Because like we know about stuff, but we don't know about like, I don't know, Michael Veitch's level of historical knowledge.
Exactly.
Like, so I don't want to be dumb about it. But yeah, we're just trying to think of what we could do. So, I mean, we had the idea of doing like a Wild Turkey blind flight. But I mean, I'm sure lots that we could do. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we're more fun. That's possible.
Maybe we're more fun.
Glad that Carl is liking his toasted oak. That's good.
I'd love to do like a bourbon and chocolate pairing or bourbon and food pairing, but I feel like I would be just straight up stealing Peggy's thing. So I don't want to do that. And she's the one who actually recommended us.
Yeah, she did.
So
yeah. So we're thinking flight fight, because a lot of people might watch us do a flight fight and appreciate what comes out when you're doing things blind, but then they might not actually do the practice and go do a blind flight themselves, just for whatever reason, So I think a lot of people kind of get a kick, especially if it's their first time ever doing a blind flight, as like what, when perceptions are crushed, you know, what comes out. So.
We could do like a list, like a blind flight of naughty bourbons, and it would be like larceny and confiscated and other things where you've been bad.
Stolen whiskey. And,
Stolen, and I don't know. And then at the end you do redemption.
That's actually a really good idea.
Oh, thanks. But I don't think we're going to get confiscated enough
right.
for a room full of that many people.
We'll just call it Dixon. Get him on the little ring-a-ding. Hey, Dixon, we need like 2 bottles.
Yeah, I just came up with that, but...
That's pretty good.
If you name it right, people will be slightly offended, but also really intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, something to think about. But I think that's it for the night. I don't have anything else in my brain to share. So
we are tapped.
100% out of ideas.
So this was technically May's meetup. So we'll put another poll out about the end of this month.
End of June, yeah.
And we'll do an end of June one to actually do June's.
Right, because we're a little behind.
We got a little behind.
Sorry, I got wedding things. And it was Chad's birthday. It's his fault.
It's my fault. It's my fault, folks. So how can you get
them glasses?
How can you get them glasses? Whiskyambitions.com. I think everyone on Patreon might probably know that.
But just in case they don't, what if they're new patrons?
Yeah, okay. Whiskyambitions.com is the Drink More Bourbon glass, the It's Bourbonnight glass. Also, both of these designs available in rocks glasses, and the Drink More Water pint glasses are all on whiskyambitions.com, along with some t-shirts, and we should have some new t-shirt designs coming this summer. Yeah.
Thank you.
For sure. Maybe even a couple.
Yep. I would do the rest of the spiel, but if you're watching this, you're already a patron.
Yeah, you've heard it.
And you've heard it, probably. So we'll just
waiting on an update for the barrel pick.
It's still waiting.
We have the art approved, ready for those stickers to go on the Knob Creek bottles when that pick comes in.
Whenever we're at their mercy.
Mm-hmm. Just waiting on them.
Yep.
So, hey, that'll do it. This was really fun, as always.
As always. Thank you for joining us. It was Carl's first Patreon hangout.
Yay!
And then, Andy, also, welcome.
Cool. Andy, welcome.
Thanks to our regulars, Todd and Matt.
Yes.
For hanging out, too.
Jose.
And, yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, that'll do it. Keep looking on Patreon for the next poll, so we can kind of crowdsource when the best time is to do the actual June live, and that'll do it.
Yep.
Cool.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Sarah, and thanks, Patreon.
Yes.
Thanks all of you guys. Teamwork is making the dream work. So
that's true.
Cool. Well, you see you guys next time. Drink more bourbon.